Well, I must say that where I am today has grown up considerably. In fact, if anything, it's probably become a little overgrown. This is a small wildlife garden, a community wildlife garden on the outskirts of New Ollerton in Nottinghamshire. A number of years ago, Dillis and I did an invertebrate survey this site before the work started. There wasn't a great deal of work to do, it was just sorted out from old allotments, and paths were laid, grass paths, and everything was left to grow, really, to be honest. But the whole project, unfortunately, was met with a lot of resistance, shall we say. This area is right next to the small cemetery at New Ollerton, and a certain number of people wanted this to be a little car park, but it was Andy Hollis who pushed for this to become a wildlife garden, a little unkempt corner, and that's what it's become. I've drove past it many times a year. I drive past it, and I've noticed over the last couple of years that I don't think anyone's coming here, and the brambles have been left to bramble the place, so to speak. They've covered a lot of it, and I think that there's no maintenance going on here. There doesn't need to be a lot of maintenance, but I reckon that there's even less maintenance, because I think that part of the local parish council probably still want this as a car park, and that if it's left to grow and become out of hand and just an eyesore, as they all like to describe these things, then they'll get their car park. And that would be a shame, because these little unkempt corners are vital. They play a vital role in today's wildlife struggles. We found quite a few nice little things on here. Endomychus coccinus, if I remember the name correctly. That was a big surprise here. In terms of harvestment, I think we had our first Apilio successilis under a piece of wood just at the top end there. It's surprising what turns up on these little corners when they're just left to do their own thing. But the brambles have done their own thing, and there could be call for some maintenance, light maintenance. But it's a shame that it's getting beyond a wildlife garden, and that's what worries me. It's become all bramble now, where it wasn't originally. There's some nice trees here, and there's some fabulous goat sallows which are in full flower. But it's still a beautiful spot. But I fear that it's a beautiful spot that no one's visiting. It's certainly good for the bumblebees. Lots of bumblebees around at the moment. Queens founding colonies, and queens already having the start of colonies. Bee flies as well. Bee flies are here. I've seen peacock butterfly here. I'm gonna have a little wander. Well, my initial fears in the early part of this video seem to have been realised by the wording of this notice. I'll post a photo so you can see it properly, rather than this half shaded, half sunlit form. But It's the words at the end, going to be repurposed for the benefit of the community. Car park, that stands for me. Once again, everything is for the benefit of the community. Nothing's ever for the benefit of wildlife. We can't leave anywhere untouched. Not even a little corner like this. They're after everything.